A huge thank you to our channel member, Phil. Yes. Welcome along, everybody. To the Saturday afternoon watch along for the lunchtime game. Between West Ham and Chelsea. Hope you are doing well. Get involved in the chats. Get involved in the live poll as well. Get your predictions in throughout the afternoon. I was going to say evening then. But do get involved. We are about 10 minutes away from the kickoff here this afternoon. Let's go through the lineups for this afternoon. So, interesting lineups for the two sides, but we'll go through them right now. Here, starting with the home side, West Ham. In goal, number 23, Alphonse Areola. Up at 20s, 29, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 15, Konstantinos Mavropanos. 26, Max Kilman. 33, Emerson. 24, Guido Rodriguez. 19, Edson Alvarez. 14, Mohamed Kudus. Number 10, Lucas Paqueta. 7, Crescenzio Somerville. And number 20, and captaining the side up front, Jared Bowen. For Chelsea, number 1 in goal, Robert Sanchez. Number 4, Tosin. 29, Wesley Fofana. 6, Levi Colwill. 3, Marco Correa. 25, Moses Casido. 8, Enzo Fernandez, who captains the side. 11, Noni Madueke. 20, Cole Palmer. 19, Jadon Sancho. Number 15, Nicholas Jackson. On the bench for the two teams, we'll start with West Ham. Number 5, Vladimir Kufal. 4, Carlos Soler. 1, Lucas Fabianski. 28, Thomas Souček. 9, Mikhail Antonio. 18, Danny Ings. 39, Andy Irvin. 3, Aaron Quaswell. And 25, Jean-Claire Todibo. Chelsea's bench looks like this. Number 18, Christopher Nkunku. 12, Philippe Jorgensen. 22, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. 40, Renato Vega. 2, Axel Disasi. 7, Pedro Neto. 14, João Felix. 5, Benoit Badashile. And number 10, Mikhailo Mudryk. Afternoon to Paul, who says, afternoon, hope you had a decent sleep. I'll go for a 2-1 Chelsea win. Early polls suggest that people fancying Chelsea to win here this afternoon. I've actually got a draw for this. I don't think it'll be a difficult one. It always seems to be a difficult one when we go to West Ham. But I can see this being a draw. So I've got I've got 1-1 down for it, but I will happily take a Chelsea win. But we are 7 minutes away from starting the game here this afternoon, the lunchtime game. Let us know how your Saturday has been so far. In terms of my sleep, it was again broken. It was a broken sleep yet again, but I'm not as tired at the moment, but it'll probably hit me a little bit later. But otherwise, yeah, all good here. Hope everyone is well. If you're in the chat, come and say hi. And like I say, get your predictions in. I'll happily take a 2-1 win that Paul Hussey's suggesting. You can hear jet washing from outside, most likely being picked up on the microphone. And if you can, apologies, but it is warm and I'm not shutting the window. Despite the fact that it's kind of raining and it's cloudy, it's still quite muggy outside. So I think this will be a tough one. I do. I think West Ham have every chance. They've got to pick up some points this afternoon as well to continue their sort of, they've got to try and climb up the table as well. And Chelsea obviously want to be building off the back of that 1-0 win against Bournemouth last time out. Wayne, afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. So, like I say, do get involved in the live chat, in the poll. Get your predictions in. The poll will be up until the first goal goes in. And let us know your thoughts in regards to the game. I will describe how the teams play, whether it's left to right, right to left, for those that aren't watching. But if you are watching along, it is on TNT Sports. So hopefully, should be in for a great game, but hopefully a great game for Chelsea. So other games that we've got going on currently in the half 12 sort of games, there is a Women's Super League game happening at the moment. Manchester United 0, West Ham United Women 0. We've got Championship games, 3 of them today, kicking off at 12:30. Norwich against Watford, QPR against Millwall, and then Sunderland against Middlesbrough in the derby. In League 1, my other team, Exeter, are taking on Stevenage. Lincoln City taking on Wigan. And in League 2, Accrington Stanley taking on Port Vale, and Chesterfield taking on Cheltenham. So I'll keep you up to date with everything that is happening as we get ourselves ready for the first Premier League game of the day. There is some fascinating games coming up this afternoon as well. A couple of derbies. Villa against Wolves at 3 o'clock. Fulham against Newcastle. Leicester against Everton. Liverpool, Bournemouth, Southampton, Ipswich, and Spurs against Brentford. 5:30 kickoff is Crystal Palace against Manchester United. All right, so two teams coming out on the pitch. West Ham in their usual home kit of claret and blue. Chelsea playing in their away kit this afternoon. Cole Palmer's due a goal. See if he gets a goal this afternoon. So at the moment, 20% reckon West Ham will win, 80% Chelsea win. No one for a draw. Seems to be I'm the only one that is backing a draw here. But more than happy to be proved wrong. Just a quick rundown of the lineups one more time. West Ham then 23 Alphonse Areola, 29 Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 15 Konstantinos Mavropanos, 26 Max Kilman, 33 Emerson, 24 Guido Rodriguez, 19 Edson Alvarez, 14 Mohamed Kudus, 10 Lucas Paqueta, 7 Crescencio Somerville, and captain 20 Jared Bowen. For Chelsea, number 1, Robert Sanchez. 4, Tosin Adara-Bioyo. 29, Wesley Fofana. 6, Levi Colwell. 3, Mark Cucurella. 25, Moses Caicedo. 8, Captain Enzo Fernandez. 11, Noni Madueke. 20, Cole Palmer. 19, Jadon Sancho. And 15, Nicholas Jackson. Alright, so we are very nearly ready to go here this afternoon. If you're watching along on TNT Sports, get involved. If you're not, enjoy the stream. But Jadon Sancho makes his full debut for Chelsea this afternoon. Very promising against Bournemouth. Hopefully more of the same. Nicholas Jackson, I think, for me, needs a big, big performance. So we're going to be ready to go. We are behind in the live feed. So if anything does happen, please try and refrain from saying anything until it happens on screen. Otherwise, we are off and underway. Turns out my feed was actually behind the actual feed for thingy. So I'm a little behind. I'm going to try and catch up here on the timing. Cool, there we go. Right, happy days. Let's go. Let's get into it. Game is well and truly on. I'll say the voting will still be on until the first goal goes in. So early free kick here for Chelsea in their own half. Need a big win this one. It's very inconsistent at the moment. Where every time you sort of Chelsea win, we tend to kind of draw or lose. And there's no real sort of momentum. But I hope you're all well. If you've got any plans today, or if you plan on just having a bit of a lazy day, let me know how the weather is as well. Because here, it's warm, but it's cloudy, and there are thunderstorms lingering in the area. because my lightning map notification keeps going off. So there are thunderstorms definitely in the area. Here's Jadon Sancho. Back here to Colwell. Caicedo. Madueke. No foul. Here come West Ham. Here's Kudus. Kudus. Went for a goal. It's on target. Sanchez makes the save. Nobody tracked him, though. Absolutely nobody tracked him. But that's early signs already. Excuse me. Sancho. Jackson running down the wing here. Still Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson puts it in. Out of absolutely nothing. Go on. I've not got the sound effect, so I can't do it. But fucking go on then. West Ham 0, Chelsea 1. Didn't take very long. Where's Lewis when you need him? Slated in before the game. Nicholas Jackson. It's a quick free kick. It's a 1-2 with, of course, Jadon Sancho. Go on. I don't like Nicholas Jackson, but he did really well with the finish. Really well with the finish. Oh, it's through the legs of the goalkeeper as well. We'll take it. Where you at, Lewis? That'll come back to bite me, I'm sure. Well, because the goal went in early, we'll leave the poll running. But it is West Ham 0, Chelsea 1. Nicholas Jackson. If I wouldn't have a problem with Nicholas Jackson if he played more like he does now. But the problem is I have a massive problem with Nicholas Jackson because he's also very inconsistent. But it is his 50th game for the club. 20th goal, which sounds impressive. But 5 minutes gone, Chelsea lead by a goal to 0. Wasn't expecting such a quick start like that, but don't count West Ham out just yet. I also can't celebrate very much because I'm a little tired still. So I'm just like can't give it the full beans like I normally would. Gemma, afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well. Definitely some question marks over the West Ham defending for the goal. It was a very quick free kick that West Ham just did not react to. Now here comes Nicholas Jackson. Sancho. Just a little bit of miscommunication there. So Chelsea playing from right to left, West Ham left to right. Here's Jared Bowen now coming forward for West Ham. Foul by Tosin. Free kick to West Ham. Here's Kudus. Whips it in. Too far for Somerville. It's a warning for Chelsea. It's a bit of a let off that as well. If the ball was a little bit more accurate, it's a free header. Either the ball needs to be a little bit more accurate or Somerville needs to be a little bit taller. But otherwise, remains 1-0. Colwell to Enzo to Cucurella. Playing at the back at the moment. Still not a huge fan of it. Even in my own team, I'm still not a huge fan. Just had a notification come through about Exeter City taking the lead, so it's a good afternoon so far. Exeter have taken the lead against Stevenage in the other game. That was the one we were going to do, and then I saw that Chelsea were on this afternoon, and so I chose that one instead. But afternoon to you all. Hope you're doing well. Wan-Bissaka's giving it away here. Tosin seems to be swapping with Fofana at the moment, with centre back and right back, which is interesting. Foul by Emerson, former Chelsea player, of course. Cucurella. Breakaway here. Here's Jackson. It's 3-on-3. Still Jackson. Oh, Carl Palmer's put it wide. Good breakaway. Should have been 2. Good play though. We'll take it. Oh, just wide of the post. Brilliant counter attack that. Here's Kudus. And thumped over then in the end. L plates for Gemma. Chuck him in there. She says, just realised I wasn't watching the stream live. Now I am. L plates, chuck him in there. It's not just for Wayne this time. Chuck the L plates in. But afternoon to everybody. Chelsea lead through Nicholas Jackson. Simple goal, essentially. Quick free kick was taken. Played a 1-2 with Jadon Sancho. West Ham hadn't switched on. And went through the goalkeeper's legs and tucked it away for 1-0 early on. Is Tosin, who he came on against Bournemouth and looked very, very good. I'm also starting to think I might actually need glasses, as in proper glasses. Madueke. Good block in the end. West Ham on the attack with Emerson on the left. Cuts inside. Great. Oh, really? Free kick here to West Ham. I'm pretty sure he got the ball then. But he certainly got the ball. James, I saw I got 5 points in the FPL, then that made me realise that I wasn't watching live. It's alright. To me, that's a great tackle. I don't think that's a free kick at all. Let's get the poll taken off there. So, from the start of the game, 83% of you reckon Chelsea would win this afternoon. No one put a draw down. Dangerous free kick here, which Lucas Paqueta will be lining up. Strikes it, blocked. Good defending. Wan-Bissaka. Good 15 minutes at least for Chelsea. Oh, I tell you what, Jesus. Enzo nearly caught it from Edson Alvarez, which would have had him in on goal. West Ham's attack comes to nothing. Gemma says I went for a Chelsea win. It's weird supporting Chelsea, and I put it down as a draw. Obviously didn't vote for it, but that's what my prediction would have been. Would have been a draw. A bit more organised at the moment, which is decent. A bit more controlled. It's not so chaotic at the moment. Give it time though, there's still plenty of time to go. Enzo. Cucurella. Here is Colwell. Bit more movement needed at the moment in terms of trying to fizz that ball around. Afternoon to everybody who was joining us. Come and say hi in the chat. Why don't you come? Yeah, why don't you come say hi in the chat? Here's Kukurea. See, it's good. It's good spell of keeping possession here. Everyone's getting a touch of the ball, and Jackson's in again. Oh, he's only gone and done it. I've slagged him off all game. It's 2-0 Chelsea. It's brilliant. Where's Lewis at? Oh, this is brilliant. This is a brilliant goal. Hammers are getting hammered, and not in a good way. The possession play is brilliant. Everyone's just keeping. Everyone's sort of like one touches, very short passes. It's so easy. It's way too easy. And it's outside of the foot. Travello, I believe they call it, for a finish on the outside of the foot. Oh. Caicedo with the ball through the middle. Goalkeeper, yeah, goalkeeper should be doing a hell of a lot better. Too much space on that right-hand side. Outside of the right foot. Nicholas Jackson, 2-0. Hammers again, hammered. It feels good. This is the Nicholas Jackson that we want. We don't want like Bambi on ice. So today he's not Bambi. He's got 2 goals. 2-0. We can sit back and relax. We can't sit back and relax because I know what Chelsea are like. But I'll take it 2-0. I was not expecting it to be in the opening 19 minutes or so this easy. Easy enough at the moment. Afternoon, Carl. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're just wondering where the West Ham fans are at. I know where Lewis is, but I'm just wondering where the others are because it's all gone very quiet. Can't hear him at the minute. This is the Jackson my FPL needs, says Gemma. Reaping the rewards, especially. I may have to hold my hands up, and I might have forgotten to do my team this morning. I have my excuses, but I may have forgotten to do it this morning. Corner goes in for West Ham here, headed away. West Ham fans are a little bit frustrated at the moment. But a very good 20 minutes. As it stands, no, I mean too much. Chelsea go second in the league. Dizzying heights for Chelsea. We go second if we win. Obviously, this is before all the other games are played, but it's good. It's definitely good. Can't get too comfy with it, though. Paul says Jackson turned into Pele 1970. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think I'd go that far. Carl says, has West Ham even turned up for the game? I don't think they have. Don't think they have. I was a little bit worried about this one, to be honest, because again, at the moment, you don't know what Chelsea are going to turn up. Oh, this is why I don't enjoy playing out from the back. Susceptible to just giving the ball away so easily. Here come Chelsea again, though. Here's Jackson. Too far for Noni Madueke, though. It's definitely a lot better, though. Here's Emerson. Bowen. Somerville. Paquetá whips it in. Headed away for a corner to West Ham. This is what I was. This is the part of the game that I was more expecting West Ham to be like, just zipping it about quite nicely. The new. Bowen to try again. Here we go. In it goes. Headed away. Oh, look at the space. That's Palmer not doing his. And Bowen puts it wide. That's Cole Palmer not doing his defensive duties. Way too much space. Way too much space. And Bowen's effort goes for a goal kick. It's all over him. Refs played advantage. Here goes Palmer. Madueke. It's getting a little bit feisty out there on the pitch at the moment. Great tackle by Caicedo. Brilliant to tackle that. Very disciplined at the moment. One or two mistakes that we've made, but very disciplined at the moment. I'm quite happy with it. So whilst you're here as well, if you're enjoying the stream so far, do feel free to hit the like button. Like I said, it always helps the channel out immensely. Any interaction helps the channel out immensely. Got a feeling there might be more goals here. I think West Ham are going to definitely probably get one. I think they'll definitely get one. It's all going to be about game management, if we can keep a clean sheet or not. Loose ball by Paquetá. Goes out for a Chelsea goal kick. Good afternoon to everybody. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the weekend. I'll forever say it, I'm not a huge fan of passing out from the back. I'm really not. I don't know why teams are trying to adopt it. Kudus. Still Kudus. Goes for goal. Blocked. Easy enough for Sanchez to gather. West Ham getting into it a little bit more at the moment. Switch play goes out for a throw in here to West Ham. 27 minutes on the clock. 2-0 Chelsea. Both goals coming from Nicholas Jackson. So if you have Nicholas Jackson in your FPL, you will be very, very happy. Great tackle again, Caicedo. They're looking for a penalty here, West Ham. Possibly going to go to VAR to check that. Sancho. So here we go then for the VAR check. I mean, he's got hold of him. Is it enough to send him down though? I don't know. I think that's soft, really. If you give that as a penalty, I think that's quite soft. No penalty. Thought it was a bit soft. Just throws himself down. I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think it's a penalty. So basically what's happened is Somerville's tried to get in behind Fofana. Fofana's held on to his hand, and then it looks as if, to me, Somerville's thrown himself down. Then again, it will divide opinion anyway, so it's fine. So normally we do things like what's everyone having for dinner, but what's for lunch? Seeing as we're on lunchtime, what's for lunch? Not fully cleared yet. Kudus. Wan-Bissaka. Paquetá. West Ham still getting their... West Ham getting a foothold in this one now. They have to when they're 2-0 down. Ooh. West Ham just keeping the ball very well at the moment. He's offside, isn't he? He's offside. It won't count. West Ham have scored. West Ham have scored, but I think he's offside. I could see he was slightly offside. Is he offside? Yeah. Easy enough. So yeah, doesn't count. Mohamed Kudus was the one who put the ball in the back of the net, but doesn't count because he was offside. But it's still danger on behalf of West Ham. And Chelsea can't seem to get out of their own half at the moment. There's probably the spell of play at the moment is probably the best that West Ham have had in the game so far. Jem says I carrot and coriander soup and a bag of ready salted crisps. Very nice. I'm going to have mine at half time, but I don't actually know what I'm going to have yet. I might have noodles. Jadon Sancho on the ball. Still Jadon Sancho looking for Jackson. It wasn't Jackson, sorry, it's Madueke. Sancho, great footwork. And it's a tame effort by Jackson in the end. Good footwork though by Jadon Sancho. Wan-Bissaka. Look at the space. There's loads of space here on the left. No, the closing down is horrendous. Jackson, great tackle. West Ham coming forward with Somerville. James has got pork in the slow cooker for tea this evening. I know what I've got for tea this evening, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited for my dinner. Tell you what, early change here for West Ham. Lopetegui's seen enough. So who? Interesting. Who's he gonna? Very rare you see a first half substitution unless there's an injury. Well played, Tosin. Madueke. Still Madueke. Look at the space. Look at the space. Shot comes in. And there is going to be a change now. So fascinating. See how he reacts to this. Guido Rodriguez is coming off. If I could get away with playing 36 minutes of football and getting paid thousands of pounds a week, I'd be more than happy to do it. So Guido Rodriguez off, Thomas Souček on in his place. But despite the little bit of a flurry from West Ham. It's been relatively comfortable for Chelsea. That's Jared Bowen down, I think, for West Ham. Wayne says, sandwiches, curly fries for tea. Very nice. Wayne likes his sandwiches. Never did pick any up. Decent defending by Kukurea. Oh yes. People love sandwiches. We were talking about the other day where we were talking about things like the sandwiches and crispy pancakes and stuff like that. What kind of? I'll tell you what. Well, we'll have the discussion. What kind of things from your sort of, I say childhood, but we'll go childhood. Why not? What sort of things would you sort of want to see come back on like a permanent basis? I've always said like turkey twizzlers, even though apparently they do them in Iceland or whatever. But again, we spoke about it the other day. I'm fairly certain the crispy pancakes, you had them as like ham and cheese, as well as like your typical. It's like a beef mince or something that was inside it originally. You have like ham and cheese as well. Kudus for West Ham. Kudus. Souček. Straight at Sanchez. 5 to go before half time. Still West Ham 0, Chelsea 2. Jim says not the ham and cheese ones. They tasted like sick. I always had the minced beef ones. I had the ham and cheese ones on not on the regular, but the beef ones were fabulous, like really good. Jackson did well. Here's Palmer. Switching to Sancho. Caicedo did well. Did really well. Fernandez. Can't find Sancho. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Very quiet at the London Stadium. I expect we'll see a very different West Ham in the second half. Chelsea free kick. A little bit lackluster there from Robert Sanchez. Misjudged the flight of the ball. Comes to nothing though. Another great tackle by Caicedo. Palmer trying to find Jackson. Beautiful switch of the play to Madueke, who's taken it in his stride. Nobody in there, though. Sancho. Still Sancho. Not sure why Sancho doesn't hit those, but... Somerville. Free kick here as well to West Ham. Foul by Fofana on Somerville. Yellow card as well to Wesley Fofana. So free kick here for West Ham. Late on here in the first half. Free kick comes in and the header is wide by Mavropanos. 2 minutes of injury time to add on here. First half thoughts. Decent first half from Chelsea. They've allowed West Ham to get back into it. Nicholas Jackson's couple of goals. I do expect to see a very, very different West Ham in the second half. It'll be about game management for Chelsea. Kuda's bringing it forward for West Ham. Caicedo again, who's been brilliant in this first half. Very, very pivotal in that defensive midfielder role. So late. Free kick here in the dying seconds here of added time in first half. Goal now for West Ham. Would set up a fascinating second half. It goes to free kick. Final attack for West Ham. Corner coming in. With Jared Bowen to take it. Nodded down. And then cleared away. Still not properly cleared. Still not properly cleared. Mavropanos. Offside flag goes up, and that is half time. So that's half time. It is West Ham 0, Chelsea 2. Could totally get behind the fact that at half time West Ham are playing Cody Rhodes' theme song. I could totally get behind that. There you go. There's half time. I'll go for it. I'll say it because I've seen the name before, so we'll go for it. Oven Warm Dildo. Happy happy Saturday to you. Hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, half time. West Ham 0, Chelsea 2. Right, let's go through scores and half time in the other games. Let's have a loosey. And then we'll go through the stats of this particular game as well. So, in the Women's Super League, Man United women are beating West Ham women 3-0. That's currently still going. Brighton women 1, Everton women 0. In the Championship, it is Norwich 2, Watford 1 at half time, QPR 1, Millwall 1 at half time, and Sunderland 1, Middlesbrough 0 at half time. In League 1, Exeter 1, Stevenage 0, up the Grecians, and Lincoln 0, Wigan 0 at half time. And in the other games, League 2, Accrington Stanley 2, Port Vale 0, and Chesterfield 1, Cheltenham 0. So goals from Nicholas Jackson on 4 minutes and 18 minutes. We'll go through the stats here. Half-time possession, 49% for West Ham and 52 for Chelsea. 8 shots, 3 on target for West Ham, 3 off target. 5 shots, 2 on target for Chelsea, 2 off target. West Ham 216 passes to Chelsea's 242. Okay, so with that being half time, we're going to set ourselves up ready for the second half. Then what we're going to do is we'll take a quick break now for the next few minutes. I'm going to go grab some lunch, and I will be back for the second half. So, back in a mo. All right. Second half is off and underway. Timed that just well. Are we on time here? We are indeed. Happy days. So I think Chelsea are unchanged. Ooh, how are we so far behind? We are quite far behind. What's happened here then? What happened since I left? I was going to say, I'm pretty sure this game started. Just see what happens on this attack here. And then we'll catch up on everything. It's 3-on-2 here. It's Palmer. Oh, brilliant. Go on, Cole Palmer. 3-0. Oh, fantastic. Okay, now we're going to catch up. Let's catch up with what we were doing there. Why was it so far? Okay, we are quite a way behind. Goodness me. Okay, hang on. Just trying to catch up. Hang on. There we go. Cool. All right, Cole Palmer, 3-0. Big time Bosch. So, counter attack. Caicedo was tackled. Referee waved play on. It was 3-on-2. Jackson put in Palmer. And he went in off the post. And whatever the manager at West Ham, manager said at half time for West Ham, it's gone right out the window. West Ham 0, Chelsea 3. And very professional job here today, this afternoon. I don't know what happened by the time I went downstairs. Why we were like a whole 2 minutes behind. That was very, very odd. Very odd indeed. But it is West Ham 0, Chelsea 3. And now we can sit and relax. Kind of. There's one way to respond to the half-time whistle. Is to quickly throw out all the game plan of what West Ham manager would have said to his side at half-time. Wan-Bissaka through to Bowen. Good save. Good hands by Sanchez. I've got Discovery Plus.
On Discovery Plus?
Yeah. Here come West Ham. Footwork's great from Paquetá. I'm surprised he didn't hit it. Double change for West Ham coming up. Carlos Soler and Mikel Antonio coming on for West Ham. So Edson Alvarez off, Carlos Soler on loan from Paris Saint-Germain on, and Mikel Antonio will come on for Crescenzo Somerville. Jim says, at least I'm not the only one that's behind today. No. So the fans didn't enjoy Somerville coming off. He's been a bit of a creative spark in that West Ham attacking line, so it's a bit weird that he'd take them off. Here is Soler. Headed away by Tosin. Not cleared properly by Caicedo. Soler. One back by Chelsea. Here's Fernandez. Palmer looking for Jackson, but didn't fancy it. Notification coming through. Exeter City 2-0 up against Stevenage. So it's a very good afternoon. Up the Grecians. Fuck the Jills. Here's Noni Madueke. Trying to find Palmer but can't. Here's Mohamed Kudus coming forward for West Ham. Left hand side. West Ham playing right to left. Chelsea left to right. Caicedo. Double change for Chelsea coming up. So Wesley Fofana coming off for Chelsea, and Axel Disasi coming on. Jadon Sancho coming off. I think he's done well, Jadon Sancho. And Pedro Neto coming on. Did say there'd be more goals. Paul Hussey's asking if Nicholas Fulkrug was on the bench for West Ham. I don't believe I read his name out. No, is the answer to that question. He is not on the bench. I think Mikel Antonio was like the only recognised striker that they had. on the bench. And he's already on. As West Ham try and find a way back into this game. 2 goals from Nicholas Jackson, 1 from Cole Palmer just after the restart of the second half. And Chelsea are in a commanding and comfortable position. But West Ham not out of it yet. Here's Paqueta. Bowen. Wan-Bissaka. Delightful chip in. Alert defending from Tosin. Sorry, not Tosin. It was Levi Colwell. And Caicedo clears, but not too far as Mavropanos has a shot. Soler has a shot. Held well by Robert Sanchez. Who's releasing, or tried to release Nicholas Jackson, but it was brilliantly defended. Caicedo also giving away a free kick. Yeah, no, excuse me, no Nicholas Füllkrug on the bench for West Ham. So do feel free to drop the stream a like if you are enjoying the watch along. We're back later on this evening with our usual flight sim stuff. Ball in by Wan-Bissaka, headed away by Dizazi. So while we're here, we'll have a nosy at some of the other games in regards to the scores. There are no changes, apart from Exeter 2, Stevenage 0, and Accrington Stanley 2, Port Vale 0, and Chesterfield 1, Cheltenham Town 1. So goals there. Look at this. Look at the counter-attack. Here's Madueke. Jackson. I think he's clattered into Madueke, and I think he's injured his own man there. And Kudu slips. Madueke. Palmer. Here's Caicedo. Oh, it's a poor pass. Cucurella is now out of position. Here's Antonio on the right hand side for West Ham. And it goes for a corner. Half hour to go. West Ham just asking questions at the moment. The key thing for Chelsea now will be to try and keep a clean sheet. And here comes a counter-attack. It's Palmer. It's Madueke. It's 3-on-2. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck it up. You did fuck it up. Selfish. Needs to do better there. So 2 changes for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson coming off and Cole Palmer also coming off. João Felix and Christopher Nkunku coming on for Chelsea. They fucked it up, yeah. So what happened was they were set through. Madueke had 2 other players with him. They had a lot of players up against West Ham's sort of defence. There was probably 1 or 2. While Chelsea had about 4 players. All he had to do, Madueke, square it. And Pedro Neto was waiting. Decided to go for goal. But it's alright when you're 3-0 up. Cucurella on the ball. Gemma's got Neto on the FPL as well. Yeah, you'll be happy to know that Neto is on the pitch. Probably should have been fed to score a goal, but is Colwell on the ball. Here is Neto in behind. Look at the space on the right hand side. And Nkunku, Enzo, shot comes in. And João Felix side netting, but it was good football again from Chelsea. Could have had a 4th there, João Felix could have been the man to get it. Well, Chelsea have won it back here. Here's Nkunku. Felix. Hit the fucking thing. I don't agree with trying to walk the ball in. Just hit it. It's so frustrating. So frustrating even at 3-0. Why are you trying to walk it in? Hit the damn thing. The Chelsea corner. Shouldn't be frustrated when you're 3-0 up, but quite literally, if you've got space, hit it. Like, it's what you do, like old school stuff. You hit the ball. The moment you get a bit of space, you can, Have a go at goal. Neto with the corner. Punched away by Areola. Caicedo. Neto. Corner kick to Chelsea. Neto will take it again. Neto. It's comfortable for Chelsea. That's the thing. And it goes back towards the back post, headed away. Paul says, can see Chelsea finishing in the top 6 this season. Outside chance of 4th. I would say probably top 6 would be the best shout. I don't think we're ready for top 4 yet. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for top 4 yet. I think the only way we get into the Champions League is by qualifying for the Europa League and winning it. It sounds bizarre, but I think as much as we've gone and bought like a load of youngsters, I think we need a couple of senior players that aren't, 19, 20 years old to kind of add a bit more maturity that will then take us to that next level. We've been there before, obviously. We've won the Premier League and everything else like that. Won the Champions League twice. So we know what it takes to do it, but it's like rewriting the whole rule book sort of thing and just signing a whole bunch of youngsters and then hoping that in 2-3 years' time that they all gel and become world-class players. We've all done it on Football Manager. If you've played Football Manager, we've all done it. It's always the approach you take where you buy young players and then develop them into world-class players and everything else like that. So, but that's the project. That's the project at Chelsea, is to take young players and in a few seasons' time, hopefully they'll be world beaters. So, here's Neto. Gets past his man, Neto, tries to square it. It's done well though, wins a corner. It's too easy for Chelsea. Too easy for Chelsea. But yeah, top 4. I don't see top 4. I'll be amazed if we get top 4. But maybe top 7. But the thing is, we got to play like this every time. And I can't see it happening. Because we will lose to the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, probably Man United as well. So that's where you're going to start to drop points when it comes to that sort of thing. Corner comes in. Flicked on. Oh. Yeah. Just swing a foot at it. Cucurella has absolutely wiped out his man. Cucurella has absolutely wiped out Mohamed Kudus. And Cucurella goes into the book. Cucurella. That's what we call a clever tackle. It's a clever foul. But it's also, he's wiped him out. Huge wipeout. So Aaron Cresswell's going to come on here for West Ham. Lucas Paqueta coming off. Emerson off, Aaron Cresswell on. I think it's Andy Irvine or Irvin that's come on. Irvin's shot there saved easily by Sanchez. Other than that, really, I mean, despite the fact that West Ham have pressured and stuff, second half they've not created a great deal. I think their heads have dropped, knowing that obviously the 3-goal advantage is going to be difficult to claw back. Antonio tried a clever flick, wasn't enough on it, and Sanchez gathers. Once again, Gemma says you need the experience to lead the younger ones. Well, you do. I think who's the oldest in the team? I'm going to try and have a think about who the oldest one is in the team. Is it Enzo Fernandez, possibly? Or is it? Oh no, it might be João Felix. Maybe João Felix might actually be the oldest one there. Here's Madueke in for Chelsea. Tries to square it, goes for a corner. Paul says, be interesting to see what team he puts out against Barrow in the Carabao Cup on Tuesday. If a break doesn't happen, we'll be doing that one for sure. So we'll get to see what team he puts out for that. In fact, no, I'll tell you what, Cucurella is the oldest. I'm sure he is. In the squad at the moment. Here's Neto. Still doing well, Neto. Caicedo whips it in. Back post. Headed back across. Great save by Areola. To stop Nkunku heading a fourth one in for Chelsea. Brilliant stuff again from Chelsea. Beautiful. Short passing and stuff. A little bit of olaying at the moment with the short passes. Chelsea fans loving their day out at the London Stadium. Headed back across goal there by Levi Colwell. It's a free header. It is an absolute free header. I mean, maybe a little critical on Nkunku's header, which was too much in the middle. If he puts it in one of the corners, I don't think Areola's getting there. Free kick here to Chelsea. Foul on Enzo. Carl's back finally. Welcome back. 15 to go. West Ham 0, Chelsea 3. 2 goals in the first half from Nicholas Jackson. He's not known as Bambi on ice today. West Ham fans are going home. Thanks for coming. We can see you sneaking out. Max Kilman getting a yellow card. Gemma says they're leaving this early. I'm surprised they're leaving now. Surprised they didn't leave at half time. Which has happened. West Ham fans have done that. Was it last season they played... was it Arsenal? And Arsenal were 5-0 up at half time, and a lot of the fans went home at half time. So West Ham fans aren't, West Ham fans aren't shy about going home early. Carl says, is Lewis one of them leaving? If he is one of them, if he is one of those leaving, then maybe he'll have time to do a stream from Heathrow. I'm just saying. Plenty of time still. If he's not staying till the end, plenty of time. It's all banter, really. Shots fired. It's all banter. It's all banter. So up next for Chelsea is, of course, Barrow from League 2 in the Carabao Cup, Tuesday night. Neto with the corner towards the back post. Cleared away. West Ham on the attack at the moment. Carl says, I'm not feeling confident about Liverpool match this weekend after last weekend. Let me refresh my memory. The Bournemouth. I mean, yeah, Bournemouth are a decent team. They played very well against Chelsea. I think, though, given how Liverpool played against AC Milan during the week, I think Liverpool will be fine. I think Liverpool will win. For me, there's 2 games of the day. Leicester against Everton and Southampton against Ipswich. Massive games down at the bottom of the table this early on in the season. Both Southampton and Ipswich need points. Everton clearly need points, and Leicester need points as well. There's plenty up for grabs in those 2 games. Carl says, lost 1-0 to Forest last weekend. Yeah, possibly, but again, just depends. Just depends on the... Depends on how what Liverpool turn up. Ball goes in and misses everybody. But yeah, it depends on obviously what kind of shape Liverpool are in, really. I think they'll be buoyed by the win in Milan during the week. They played very, very well. They could have had more than the 3 that they scored. While Bournemouth are a decent team, I think they'll give Liverpool a game, but I think Liverpool will win it. There they'll go. There's Lewis. That's not Lewis. Bye, everyone. Bye, West Ham fans. Thanks for coming. Plenty of empty seats now with 10 minutes to go. Kudus. Intercepted well. We've defended really well today. Really, really well today. Paul says, got a feeling it'll be 0-0 again tomorrow for City against Arsenal. I mean... the thing is, Arsenal during the week, they picked up a 0-0 draw against Atalanta. And apparently were not very good. Antonio getting a yellow card here for West Ham. And apparently we're not very good. They had a penalty. No, Atlanta had a penalty, didn't score it. But yeah, I mean, there's been lots of discussion about how Arsenal will approach the game. Lots of people think that there is a potential for them to park the bus up, get a point, and then see how the rest of the season goes. But I think if you're trying to make a statement, go for it. Take the game to them. Do you know what I mean? So Enzo Fernandez coming off for Chelsea. And Kiernan Dewsbury Hall coming on for Chelsea. Carl says it's funny Liverpool get beaten by Forest 1-0 and then go and beat Milan 3-1. Freak results do happen, but then at the same time, Forest are unbeaten so far. Apparently they were half decent against Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool turned up for that game at all. But then obviously had a bit of a kicking given to them by Arne Slot and produced an excellent performance against AC Milan. So just depends on what they do today, really. Be interesting to see what they do. And Carl's also going, reckon 3-2 to Man City. I don't think it'll be that open. I think if there is a goal, I think there'll be the one, and I would say that Man City will do it. Man City will beat them, but I could totally see a 0-0. So wouldn't be half bad to stick a quid on if you're doing the whole betting thing. Might be worth sticking a quid on for 0-0 and seeing what you get for it. Antonio. And West Ham again can't create anything. Chelsea will bring it away. Gemma thinks 1-0 City as well. Yeah, I think if there is a goal, I mean, both teams are able to beat each other for sure. So I think a 1-0 swing either way would be enough. But I just think Man City might do it. I think the game on Wednesday that Man City had against Inter, when Inter were all over them, proves that if you have a go at Man City, there's a potential that you can beat them. Soler, great block. Very good block. Chelsea defended well. It's not been chaotic defending from Chelsea, which is a first. Paul, thank you very much for the super sticker. Very, very kind. Appreciate it. Didn't think it would be this easy for us against West Ham, but shows how much I know when I'm putting it down as a draw. Neto been pretty decent since coming on. So 2.5 minutes plus injury time to go. Big thank you to everyone that has joined me this afternoon. We're back later on this evening. I'll have that scheduled in the next hour or so.
2 today. Just been so wide, hasn't it?
Surprising, really, from a West Ham point of view. Chelsea played well at times, good goals scored, but just made it easy for them. They were set up, lack of intensity, more defensively in the first half.
Bowen, Irving, Socek, Wan-Bissaka, Cresswell,
Poor ball by Cresswell.
Madueke. Touchdown too, shot fell into decent foul by Soler. Antonio. Started every Premier League match until today. Stands number 9.
Chelsea throw. Well, I mean, is it worrying times to West Ham? I wouldn't say so. But this won't do them any good.
Disassi. Madueke. Free kick. What about the player of the match, Liz?
Yeah, I think Caicedo's been brilliant, but I think I have to give it to Nico Jackson. I just think that he's just devastating finishes. I think he does everything right. He drops to allow the pace. He makes those runs in behind.
Yeah, that's just showing the goals again. Jackson has been pretty decent today. He's been very, very good. It's kind of like the striker that you want.
I think he made the difference in the first half.
Lucy, so Nicholas Jackson, the player of the match today with those 2.
Caicedo's been brilliant. I mean, I'm trying to think of who I would pick as player of the match. It's close between Jackson and Caicedo, but Jackson will probably get it in terms of the goals scored and the assist for Cole Palmer.
Good day, the statistics proving very good attacking game in the Chelsea central forward.
When you play in the nine for Chelsea, with so many good players in the past, there's a lot of pressure on you as a young player.
4 minutes of injury time to go. We'll go through the full-time scores for the half-12 games. And then we'll get ourselves out of here so you can enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Make sure he does the rest of the stuff right, even if that's not happening for in front of goal. He's getting his rewards for it now.
Soler.
Now Cresswell. Some kind of late consolation here.
Good header by Tosin, who I think has been an absolute rock at the back for Chelsea. Been very, very impressed with him. And now here comes the counter-attack here. It's 4-on-2. Chelsea just going to keep the ball at the moment. It's Dewsbury Hall. Yellow card to Carlos Soler. But a good day all round. Chelsea winning, Exeter winning as well.
One of the questions were asked when they got rid of Pochettino and Maresca came in, and everything's bounced off him. He's been very open and honest with his assessment of players and how he's going to set the squad up, but now his team are winning as well. I mean, it's always
Carlton, is there any stream later? There is. 7. What we go? 7:15. We will have a stream later.
Top level management experience, but he's quite calm and composed, and I think that is reflected on the pitch as well with these players that responded to him.
stoppage time. Antonio for West Ham, now Andy Sacker, Thomas Socha.
Kudus. Hell of a block. It's 5-on-3 here.
And now here's Neto coming the other way. For Chelsea, accelerating away from Irving. That's a good block in there by Mavropanos. Kiernan
Dewsbury
Dewsbury Hall.
Hall. Shao Felix. Should have been 4. Wasn't 4 though. Just pulled his shot wide. Yeah, you can see where he wanted to put it, but just didn't put it where he wanted it.
Very, very difficult game for the new manager of West Ham United. 3 successive home defeats. There's the full-time whistle.
Boos for the remaining fans that are sticking around at the London Stadium. But it is all over here. And who would have seen? I didn't see this coming at all. So I'm very, very surprised. Finishes West Ham 0, Chelsea 3. So incredible. Nicholas Jackson with 2, Cole Palmer just after half-time, which killed the game off for Chelsea. And it's a very, very professional job. And, more importantly, it's another clean sheet, which we don't seem to get often nowadays. So, so we'll take it. Absolutely take it. As it stands in the league, and obviously this is before the rest of the games take place, Chelsea move up to 2nd place. West Ham stay 14th. But I imagine with the results going, results that will come in from 3 o'clock will probably change that to probably about 5th or 6th, I would say. So full-time scores then from around the grounds or games that are still happening at least. Norwich 3, Watford 1, that is still going. QPR 1, Millwall 1 is still going. Sunderland 1, Middlesbrough 0, that's coming up to full-time. Exeter 2, Stevenage 0, that's coming up to full-time. Full-time score in League 1, Lincoln 0, Wigan 0. In League 2, Accrington Stanley 2, Port Vale 1, and the full-time score, Chesterfield 1, Cheltenham Town 1. Carl says thought West Ham would have scored at least 1. I was half expecting them to score the 1. But honestly, I would happily take this. Happily take it. 2 points behind Man City. We're coming for Man City. We're not. But so full-time stats then. Match-wise, possession 52%, 40 to West Ham, 48 to Chelsea. 15 shots, 7 on target, 3 off target for West Ham. 12 shots for Chelsea, 5 on target, 4 off target for Chelsea. Passes, West Ham's 469 to Chelsea's 441. So, the Hammers are hammered at home. Chelsea are giving the Hammers the blues. And that will do it for us this afternoon. Thank you to everyone that has either liked the stream or come in to have a nosy, or those that get involved in the stream as well. until later on this evening. 7:15 we'll be back. I'll get that scheduled in the next hour or two. Until then, look after yourselves and each other. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. And I'll see you tonight for some more some more fun and games here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Take care, everyone. See you later on.